Well, hey, welcome back to Kings Road, Young Lions, all you cool cats and cool kittens. My name is Saucey, and turn the lights down low because we have a very dark episode of D&D tonight. Our party of Young Lions is going to enter an encounter. Let's go ahead and introduce who they are. We've got Rosa, Gator, Bronson, and Solomon. They are the Young Lions. Say hello, Young Lions.
Hello, Young Lions.
Hello.
Lovely to have you back. Bronson, are you gonna chirp up? No? Maybe
later? I forgot to unmute my mic to talk over you. Hoisted on my own petard.
There we go.
Already failing at intelligence saves.
So, a little recap from last week. After reuniting the party on the SS Celtigar, Bronson revealed some frightening information about the Darker Order, the state of the Slamdemic, an update on what's really going on all around the world, information that has been verified by a couple different sources now. Before heading over to the arena for the Grapple Mania match, there were a couple little fetch quests that had to happen first. Rosa had a lunch date at Hooters with Red Eye Black. It went well. And they set up a second date at the Grapple Mania event. Unofficial and not an actual date, right? But they are becoming fast friends. And it is lovely to watch unfold. I think we all stayed clear of the Hardway hideout because it is a ticking time bomb, literally and figuratively.
I left a note for Rico to come back us up at Grapplemania because the Dark Order were planning an attack.
That's right. Invisible Solomon Scribbles / Cousin Roman stealthily snuck into the Hardway clubhouse and left a note carefully on the chest of Riko Ishii saying, "It's go time, be ready." It was just vague enough to get everybody worked up, and the Hardway did make an appearance at the arena later that night. Once going to the arena, Bronson needed to clear up what the booking was going to be for the match, and Bronson was informed that a celebrity from the Capitol was booked to win the match, with head booker Dane Caruso booking himself to finish second. No way in hell that Bronson was going to have that, but he politely agreed and said, "Yeah, sure, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, that'll happen." Prior to the match, we had a promo. This was the TA Magnum Dusty Rhodes fur coat promo featuring Triple G.
Gator, Gary Golden.
Gator, Gary Gold. Triple G.
Trip G.
It was vintage Triple G. Really just setting up the match and really selling Bronson for as frightening as he is in the ring. Having a hype man like that is the cherry on top. It's the chef's kiss, right? Bronson, of course.
Triple G. Could I be the spine break kid?
I don't see why not. I mean, you've already got 14 monikers, so what's one more?
Yes.
Instead of an electric guitar opening, it's just the cracking of a spine and a high-pitched scream.
Sure.
Yeah, the Wilhelm scream.
Sure.
Oh, God.
I'll allow it. So Bronson drops the mic, and then we roll into the opening of the show. Of course, there we go. We have Solomon and head commentator Claymore on the mic. They do a fantastic opening of the show. If you haven't watched that on the previous video, please go back and watch that. It was pretty good. Rosa took a seat in the audience and met with her friend Red Eye Black, who tried to convince Rosa to leave, but Rosa just wouldn't have it. Rosa was there to support her friends, party before self. Have to love that about Rosa. She stuck with it. Gator was at the ring. He was mostly working as a valet / manager / ring assistant. He made a pretty interesting decision later on in the match. Then the bell rings. We start the 20-man battle royal. 20 men start in the ring, and they start getting chucked out one after another. soon we find out that some of the wrestlers in the ring are not sticking to the script. They're going into business for themselves. So all bets are off, and Bronson decides at that point, that's the green light. Go win the match. And that's exactly what he does, with a little help from Daniel Danielson, who, with the combined efforts of Bronson and Noise Police, after being summoned by Gator, right? So Gator summons a magical entity named Noise Police, who smells of weed and sounds like trombones. He enters the ring. He helps put the good guys over. Daniel Danielson takes the bump for Bronson, so Bronson wins his 4th badge. Hooray, everybody's happy. Then the lights go out. The lights come back on, and all of a sudden there is the leader of the Darker Order on the stage, and he tries to recruit Bronson to join the dark side. Bronson is having none of it, so then there's a shriek in the audience. There are Darker Order members drawing blades, attacking viewers, and at that point the party turns around and they witness the 2 men that were in the ring, 2 large wrestlers by the name of Black Sheep and Red Hammer, have now turned into these grotesque aberrations. And that's where we're going to start this session tonight. Young Lions, are we ready for this?
No.
Is it time for initiative?
It's time to roll initiative.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
22.
I'm gonna roll
22.
4d20 and take the best number.
16.
Oh, we're off to an excellent start. 3.
Well, listen, can I say something? First of all, 11, so the DM can record that. It can be bad to have a low initiative, but it can work out. Trust me.
Yeah, when you're the healer, that's probably good.
This is true.
That's a good point, too. I didn't think of it like that. I just, it's not always a bad thing.
I used to hold initiative until everybody else went when I was running like heal cleric and stuff like that.
That's kind of what makes it also like not a bad thing. The fact that you can delay or hold or whatever, like whichever way you approach it.
Right on.
So how does Bronson roll a 22? Help me with that
I got
math.
a natural 20 plus 2.
Nat 20. Let's go. As you turn around in the ring, you see that these 2 wrestlers, these 2 hulking figures, have started to transform into these piles of bone and teeth and eyes. They are babbling in incoherent languages, multiple mouths, multiple languages, and it's all jumbled together. Cries of pain and laughter and mumbles. It is truly frightening. It is something that is, how do we say this? Just shocking, unlike anything you've seen before. So before we get started here, everybody's going to roll a wisdom save, DC 12, or else be frightened.
I love how that's one of my proficient saving throws and still only a +2. Wait, I don't want this dice. Hang on. No, let's not trust that one yet. Gotta break that one. Well, I should have probably tried that one. I have a 9, so I'm shaking in my boots.
I got 17.
22, I think.
I got an 11.
Okay, so the 9 and 11 are going to be frightened. So that is... Come on now. That's going to be Solomon. We'll put the ring around them. No, that. Okay. So there we go. And Gator. Okay, so 2 of you are frightened. That means you have disadvantage on your ability checks until you pass a wisdom saving throw. You also cannot willingly move closer to the source of your fear, which would be the aberrations.
I don't think that was going to be a problem.
Yeah. Not so bad, but still not great.
So that's going to bring us to Bronson in the initiative order.
Whoop. All right. Let's go rage. And then we're going to start swinging. Going for the one. Pick your poison. Whichever one. First one, then the other. Eventually. I'm going to try and take them down one at a time. So let's see here. Great sword coming at him with a... What is that? Oh, 15.
15 will hit.
All right. That is 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Second hit is a dirty 20.
That hits.
And that is 13 points of damage.
All right. Very nice.
And frenzy. And that is a 22 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
That is 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Okay.
Is it still alive?
It's still alive.
Action surge. Another hit.
Might as well
21
do
to
it all
hit.
now, because why wait?
Yep. And that's another 18 points of damage.
18, you say?
Yep. Is it still up?
It is still up. It is bleeding profusely, but it was bleeding before you started hitting it anyway.
All right. That's good because we got one more hit coming at it. 22 to hit, and then that is 14 points of damage.
Okay, so with that final strike, it does cease to move.
Bronson, yes!
This is
just swinging over and over and over again. In the span of 6 seconds, he swung his sword 5 times.
yeah, that was the most brutal thing that any of you have seen in quite a long time. So there is blood spray all over everything, all over every body. It is grotesque, and some of you feel a little nauseous, but you hold it together. And Bronson, you feel very accomplished in this moment as you just saved Gator's life.
I hope so.
That brings us to Solomon.
Alrighty. So, like, it's lights out in the arena.
There
I
is a
can't see
spotlight
anything going
over the
on
ring,
around him.
and there is low light throughout the rest of the arena.
So I can see the audience and the seating and everything like that.
Sure.
Because there are Darker Order people in the audience killing people, right?
Yes. So let's see. How far is your dark vision?
60 feet.
60. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So most of what you see, there are dead bodies. Well, maybe not dead, but there are people who've been attacked, laying down in the aisles, laying down over toppled chairs. It really has been chaos. Most of the people that were close to the ring had made it towards the exits, so there are no active attacks happening right now between cultists and people that were there to witness the event. But there are some bodies on the ground.
Do I see Mistress Wolf anywhere? She was in attendance to see this event.
Let's have either perception or investigation.
Investigation check for sure. Ooh, super good roll. Investigation +3, 21.
21. So you do not see Mistress Wolf on this side of the ring, but you do remember that she was on the other side of the ring, just to the right of the announcer's table.
Like, over here.
Further down. So I know you can't see what I can see. I keep forgetting.
Then I'll go ahead and use my move. 5, 10, 15, 20,
like
25,
right over there.
and come over here. Staying around the outside. I am still invisible, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you did go invisible there.
Do I have line of sight on any Darker Order cultists?
Oh well, let me reveal what's over here. So I guess it'd be about that much, and just going off the previous perception check, you did not see any cultists that were approaching the ring or that were within range of where you are. They have all started pursuing the crowd towards the exits.
I don't have a lot of stuff that's super good against non-humanoid creatures.
That's
So
a problem as an illusionist as well.
I'm looking for targets that aren't this guy. Screw it. I'm gonna take a dash action and basically waste my whole turn there to move 5 feet down the stairs, and I'm headed straight for the stage. What is the distance of command? Are there any Darker Order targets within 60 feet? No, probably not, based on what
No,
you said.
based on your observation before, there were no.
Okay. Then for the time being, I ran around the corner. I looked for Mistress Wolf. I see nothing on this map. So I'm just gonna run down the hall, still invisible. Here we go. End turn.
Okay, and that's going to bring us to Gator in the order.
So where we left off, we determined that I was about halfway through a spell that takes me a minute.
That's right, yeah.
To cast. I already know what I want to do, but I'm gonna have to survive until then. And see, this is where it's really niche. I've not ever cast a full turn spell in combat. So does anybody know off the top of their head? Can you? I know you can cast a non-concentration spell while you're concentrating on a spell, but can you cast a spell while you're casting a spell?
No, I don't think you need to use your action.
It did not sound right. So I guess then my whole action is continuing to cast a spell. Trying to think of anything like bonus action-y I could really do. Could I just do a perception check, I guess, with can I be looking around while this is happening?
Sure, what are you looking for?
If anybody outside the ring seems to be moving towards the ring.
Sure, okay. Let's have a perception check.
-1. Best skill. Nope. Well, 8. I gotta tell you. Anyway, it's an 8. I'm
no.
Very distracted with my spell.
The answer is that you do not see any movement within your line of sight.
My focus is all pulled in, doing this spell, making sure I got the ingredients, and I do some wiggly fingers, and I'm looking. I had prepared the material component. I thought it was in this pocket, but now I'm looking over here. And then other than that, I can't really do anything because I'm casting a spell. And Bronson already moved in front, so my worry of him not covering me is sort of. I guess I could take a step to the. No, I can't even move forward, and Rose is there, but that's fine because I don't want to like step behind her. That'd be cowardly.
You could sidestep. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's fine. I'll end my turn right here, just doing the wiggly fingers.
Okay. That will bring us to the monsters, and I did play them a little bit wrong, so this may have helped Bronson or may not have. At the beginning of your turn, each one of you should take a wisdom saving throw to see if you become under the influence of the gibbering noises coming out of the mound of flesh. So instead of doing it at the beginning of your turn, we're going to do it at the beginning of our turn. So I want to have everybody roll a DC 10 wisdom save.
11.
11 will do it.
18.
18 is good.
I have a +1 to my wisdom save too, so that one was close.
18.
Total of 6. I need to throw this somewhere.
Total of 6. Okay.
Do a cereal bowl?
No, it's no.
Everybody rolled above 10 except for Gator.
Gator's not dead.
Okay, Gator, roll a D8 for me.
This isn't good.
That's all your hit points.
Well, no, because I'm pretty sure I remember what this is. Please act normal. Please act normal. I don't remember what a 1 gets me, but it's probably not good.
You are unaffected. You are unaffected by the gibbering.
Oh my god. It's on the low end. It's on the low end. Oh my god. Roll low if that happens, guys. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Yeah, frick. Sorry.
So you are under the effect of the gibbering. It is, it is buried itself into your mind and driving you mad. However, you're still in control of your facilities.
Okay.
I picture that this. Hold on, let me find the. Does anybody remember the show The Wild Thornberries?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
You remember Donnie from The Wild Thornberries?
Yeah, that's our friend Pops because he's just so hyper.
Yep, that's what the gibbering mouthers sound like.
Absolutely. Yeah, wasn't that Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so.
So with its first action here, it's going to spit in the face of Bronson. A blackish, thick, corrosive liquid into your fluid into your face. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, I get advantage on those.
Because he's angry.
Oh, that's good, because the first one was a 1, and the second one is a 17.
A 17. Okay, so you're able to dodge the phlegm as it's coming right at you. Gator, it lands right next to your right foot.
Yeah, I know. And then what happens, DM?
It sizzles a little bit. But that is it. There's... oh, wait, no, you're right. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a blinding flash of light on impact.
Yes, there is.
And each creature within 5 feet must take a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's not a good one for me. What was it again?
That
Also a
includes
2.
me.
Nope. I think I'm the only one, but I could be allow the DM to fill us in. But I got a 19. Wait, yes, 19.
Yeah, so you're good. You're able to shield your eyes from the flash.
Yes.
Do I need to make said save?
No, you're not within 5 feet of it.
Wait.
So
That was always such a cool thing to me. Like, what is it that it turns into light? That's so cool to me.
how about that? That is something else. Well, either way, you've played it well. Now it is going to attempt to bite Bronson. So let's have a roll here. That's going to be a critical.
Oh.
Okay, So, oh yikes. That is going to be 44 piercing damage.
Damn. That's rough.
Now, as you're raging, do you have...
I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, so I'm only going to take 22.
22.
But that's still...
That's
ouch.
still a big number.
That's still a real big owie.
Take a strength saving throw for me.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. That is 18.
18. Okay, so you're able to hold your position as it takes a healthy bite into a portion of your body.
That might be the biggest hit I have taken, definitely in this campaign, and as far back as I can remember, in a single hit.
Yeah, that was a big one. Good thing you were raging, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing there's not two of them.
Right? Now we're going to go ahead and cut over to Rosa.
All right. I had everything planned out here.
Actually,
this thing just took a hunk out of my leg.
Before you go, somebody in the party roll me a d20.
I'll do it.
Don't make Gator do it.
No.
14.
14. Okay, you're good. Go ahead, Rosa.
Okay. I'll start out with one of my cantrips. Let's see. It was a Sacred Flame. This thing keeps... Sorry, the screen keeps bouncing up and down. This thing's weird. All right. There it is. It's an action, 60 feet. So flame-like radiance will descend on the creature. They have to succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Let's see. Spell save DC of 14.
So that is a 16.
So that... Yep, that's pretty much it. It just says must succeed or take the radiant damage, so that was no good. So the next thing I'm going to do...
Cantrips don't generally have, like, save for half.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of conserve spells here. I am going to hit you up, though. Where did it go? Was it... It was Healing Word, wasn't it?
Well,
Yeah,
healing...
I'm pretty okay for right now.
You are? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So like just to keeping track for numbers, I have 66 total hit points. I'm still at 44 of those, and I have second wind. I can heal myself once, so no need to go deep into the pocket yet.
Okay. Wasn't there a couple of us that needed to make saving throws?
He's just doing those on the Gibbering Mouther's turn.
Well, I thought they were frightened at the beginning of the turn. A couple of us.
That's right. So
Yeah, I'm great.
Gator and Solomon both get to roll a wisdom saving throw to break free of the frightened condition.
I'm like, I probably should have shut up.
No. I appreciate the reminder. What was that? A 12?
Yeah.
That'll do.
15.
Oh, wow.
And a 15.
Okay.
You're no
So I
longer
don't need to
frightened.
do that.
So you were somehow emboldened by Bronson's murderous rage, and now you don't feel so bad. Like, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
And the thing basically took all the meat off of my thigh, and I was just like, it's not a bad.
Literally the thing.
Okay, so
Like, it's literally John Carpenter didn't come up with that creature, but his movie was the bestest. But and then also, I like to think that, I saw Bronson get massively like this huge pseudopod mouth opens up and clamps down on his leg, and I was like, it's gone. His leg is gone, because I just couldn't see it anymore. And then it pulled back, and he was fine. And I was like, yes, we got this. And I continue wiggling my fingers.
Yeah.
Would you like a +2 bonus to your AC? Bronson.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, if you want to, yeah, that's a bonus
Yeah,
action.
I don't have any armor on. I'm relying on my wits and quickness.
All right. Looks like it's concentration up to 10 minutes, though. That's the only.
Sweet.
So, all right.
What is this spell?
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. Okay.
One bonus action. Concentration up to 10 minutes. A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting a +2 bonus to AC for the duration. So.
Hooray.
Until either concentration or 10 minutes, I guess. So, there you go. I think that's it for me.
Okay, let's have everybody roll a perception check real quick.
12.
Total of 19 off of a roll of 20.
8. Oh my
18.
god.
Solomon?
18?
18.
Yeah,
So
18.
Solomon and Gator, you both notice the sound of chanting happening from the north side of the map. You can't put a finger on where it's coming from, but there's definitely some type of what's the word I'm looking for? It's a chant. It's
Like a liturgy going
like
on,
a
call and response
like a
thing
ritualistic chant, like a repetitive mumbling of words that in a language that you do not understand.
Is it Elvish?
Kaliva Shakti.
Is it
You
Orcish?
betrayed Shiva.
But it is a faint hum, almost a whisper that you can barely make out. And that'll bring us back up to Bronson
Murder.
in the order. Okay.
15
A 15
to hit.
will hit.
And that is 17 points of damage.
17.
Second attack going at him is a 16 to hit. That's another 17 points of damage. And then the frenzy, 19 to hit. Ooh. And that is 13 points of damage.
So it was a 17, and what was the second one?
A 17, and a 13.
Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, so you're able to just wail on this thing. It doesn't really move fast. It's not capable of dodging. It just kind of pulsates and just it's just gross. You know, it's like a bubbling mass of limbs and
I'm just
meat.
trying to cut it apart,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a DC 10. Or
Okay.
go ahead and roll a strength saving throw. I gotta stop telling you the DC.
13.
13. Okay. So you also notice that the ground around you is softened up more than usual. That the
Like gummy.
well, yeah, like the ground has been softened, weakened almost by whatever enzymes are secreting from underneath of this aberration.
Gotcha.
So you're aware of that. It hasn't caught you off guard just yet, though.
Is it just under me, or is it pretty much like... Hold on. Let's see if I can draw. Let's see. Is it like this whole area?
Well, let's have a perception check.
Okay. That's not great. That's a 6.
So you just know that the ground under your feet is like that. And is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. That'll bring us to Solomon.
Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah. They've got the monstrosities in hand. I need people to target. 25. Am I within 60 feet of people?
Give me a perception check.
14.
14. So you do start to notice that at the edge of your perception is a purple fog. Can you see that? Purple fog?
Yeah.
And arising from within one of the rows of seats, a pile of bodies are congealing together into a shape, a familiar shape. And,
Oh Lord.
And aberration similar to the ones that you saw in the ring itself. So go ahead and roll a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw.
9.
9. Okay, so you're going to be frightened again by the new aberration, which has pulled up in front of you. It's got body parts of a young, beautiful woman and an old man, and 2 or 3 other bodies all congealing together and bleeding together into one mass. It is still taking shape and rising, but it is enough to cause you great concern.
Mm-hmm.
It's from beyond.
I'm gonna take a dash actually. Feet. Keep running.
Yeah, that's fine. So even with your dark vision, you're not able to fully penetrate into the purple mist. However, you can see... Did that work? No, it didn't. You can see that it is deep, and you can see in the distance the lights above the stage. Come on. Don't be moving like that. Ta-da! There we go.
Alright, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, that'll bring us to Gator. Triple G.
Trip G still casting his spell.
And I'm still invisible. Just want to shout that out there before this.
It's always good to remind everybody, because you don't want to not be thought of as invisible. Yeah, I mean, other than casting this spell, pretty well occupied by that. So, Rosa, how you doing?
Concentrating.
Me too. I'm working on it. Hey, I found that thing though. Now, where's that tinder twig? Jeez. Oh man, do I always have to do everything around here? And then, that's it for my turn. I'm just very exceedingly grateful that Bronson is doing his thing.
Okay. Well, that'll bring us to the monsters, and at this point, the formed monster will start moving towards the ring. However, it can only move about that far. As it crawls over these chairs. It's kind of like The Blob, if you've ever seen that movie, where it kind of absorbs furniture and then spits it out the other side, partially dissolved, leaving a trail of partially dissolved bodies behind it, picking up additional body parts, shedding body parts at times, and still this gibbering, unintelligible language the entire time. But that is its turn. Down in the ring itself, we're going to have everybody within 20 feet take a saving throw to resist the gibbering language again.
Hey, nat 20.
It was a wisdom throw, right?
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Jesus. 10.
A 10 is just enough.
18. Wow.
18 will do it. So you're still resistant to the gibbering noises coming from the multiple mouths, the garbled mumbling, almost like a crowd of zombies at your door.
Yeah, I've heard this before.
Yes. Maybe you're getting used to it, maybe not.
Oh, it's like my mother-in-law.
Right. So it will advance forward and will strike at Bronson with another bite attack.
Oh, wait, it moves straight for. Yeah, I'm going to take an attack of opportunity on him for moving that way.
Wait, no, it's still in contact with you.
Yeah, but he's moving through my threatened spaces.
That's old school. That's not 5e.
Oh, is it not?
I keep forgetting about that, yeah.
It's only when
talked
they
about this
leave your
before.
threatened
Yeah.
area.
It's-
Gotcha.
Let's
It's
play
still
first
engaged
edition.
with you. It's still engaged with you.
Gotcha.
So, singular attack. That is a 13.
Nope.
Okay, so makes another attack at your same leg again, but you're wise. You telegraph it. You're able to
Just
step
push the
out of the
shield
way.
Push the shield in the way. No.
No smacky bum bum.
And you do notice that the ground softened up in more than just under your feet, but most of within a 10-foot radius of this aberration it's starting to soften up. It's also leaving a trail behind where the canvas is kind of ripped and starting to peel back, where the corrosive liquids have starting to eat at that canvas.
Gotcha.
And in the distance, Solomon, you notice one more thing shows up. Let's see. One of the bodies to your left starts to stand on its own, unlike what you've seen before.
He just dusts himself off and is like, I gotta go.
There we go.
Dude's
And-
edible kicked in at the wrong time and then kicked out at the right time.
Oh, he don't look pretty.
And it is the risen body of one of the Slade audience members, although now his lips have peeled back from fang teeth with these spiked quills emerging from its back and these long claws extending from its fingers. It's still wearing the clothes of somebody that was in the audience, but it has been transformed into something completely different.
Solomon, you gotta get back here.
I'm invisible.
Oh, true. There you go.
And it starts making its way towards the ring, just kind of climbing over the chairs at half speed.
Oh my god, it's like a Slayer concert. Slayer! The Jim Brewer bit.
It's raining blood.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
And then that should bring us back to Rosa.
Yikes. Okay, so just to make sure that I understand, I can only see what's in the ring, right? Anything that's beyond is for those that have dark vision?
Correct.
Okay, that's something I want to make sure. So I have no idea about any of the guys getting up out of the audience, so okay.
Bust out some daylight.
So, actually, let's take a swing at him. I mean, because I can't move away from this guy, correct? Because I am moving out of it. Is that how attacks of opportunity work now, or is that completely okay?
Correct.
So yeah, if I take a step back, then
It'll get an attack of opportunity
yeah,
if you
okay.
disengage.
Unless
Unless
you
you
just-
use your action to disengage, and then it cannot.
And you would still have a bonus action, but yeah, you would be
Correct.
Just trying not to take an immense amount of damage on your way out.
So I can disengage and move, is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
That's probably what I should do. Just because I am kind of squishy. I can move. Sorry, it's been a while since I used this. There we go. So I can go out to about there, give or take 20 or 25. I still want to be able to see you guys though, so. Alright. Move me. So disengage and then move. 5, 10. I calculated this out already, it's here. And I believe that's all I can do.
Bonus action.
I mean, unless I want to burn another spell slot. I'm holding them a little bit because I feel like this is just the appetizer, if that makes sense. I feel like there's something worse.
There always is.
It's a lot of nibbly boys going on right now.
Yes. Great. That's it.
Okay, so that's your turn. We're going to go over to Bronson's turn now. Bronson, you're going to start your turn within 10 feet of this thing. So roll a strength saving throw.
25.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You may do as you like.
Murder.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 does hit.
16 points of damage. Is it dead?
Is it dead? No, it's not dead. It's still gibbering and
21 to hit.
bubbling. 21 does hit.
That is... what is that one? What is on that die? 13 points of damage.
13, and tell us what happens.
I just keep swinging on it and just chopping until it just kind of like it just settles into a puddle.
It just
Stops
flattens
gibbering.
out.
Yeah, it just loses all of its. It's like dropping a water balloon on the ground. It just yeah.
So that the smoking remains of this aberration start to puddle into a circle on the mat.
I also want to get out of that spot.
Yeah, the ooze is creeping towards your feet on this dough-like substance. So you were able to pass your saving throw, so you can move out of the way.
Yeah. Let's see here.
And Gator, let's have a strength saving throw from you.
But
Let's see.
okay.
All right. That's
Oh boy, I have a +0 and I rolled a 16.
16. Okay, so you're good. You can also move. You can also back 5 feet away from the aberration as the puddle expands all the way out to a 10-foot radius.
Jeez.
I've moved into the alley now.
Noticeably, after death, the two aberrations did not die the same way. Where the one just crumpled into a meaty pile, the other one completely flattened out into a liquid stain, which is perfectly burned away the canvas in that circle and is now starting to eat away at the wood underneath of it.
Oh no. And then I guess for bonus action, I'm gonna use my second wind. That's a D10 plus 2. 9 hit points back. There we go. Topped back up. Yeah, I'm ready to. Now I can, from here, I can probably see. Yeah, I can see both those things that are starting to come at us. Because I was basically
yeah.
after dealing with the mouthers, my next thing was go deal with the darkness. Who was at the top of the stage last I had seen.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's me.
Great. So after you've taken down the second gibbering mouther, the lights go out again.
But Bronson and I still have dark vision.
So now you have... Right, so you have low light vision at this point because you see low light as normal, you see pitch black as low light.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you can't even see anything anymore. Can you even see your own tokens?
I can see where my token is.
Okay, great. So that'll bring us.
I can't see my token, but I can see my name.
Yeah, I can see my name.
That'll bring us to Solomon.
Okay. Well, I would like to move. Oh, okay, yep, there I am. Okay, I found me. 5, 10, 15.
The lights are going to come back on. I'm going to be surrounded by monsters.
No, just one. The gibbering mouther.
Surrounded by the gibbering mouther.
Oh, can't see a thing still, but I feel like I'm on the edge of the mist.
Let's see. If you have light vision, or you have dark vision, you should be able to see where you have walked at least. Right? So that much.
I've got 5 more feet. I'm going in.
So yeah, you are right on the cusp of where the fog begins.
And it's my turn, so I get to roll for this fear again, right?
Yes.
Because I'm a scared.
Yep.
17.
17 is enough to break your fear. So we can go ahead and get rid of that.
I need all of my courage. I'm going in.
That'll bring us to Gator. And Gator, you are completely in the dark at this point. Is that
This
accurate?
is true. So
Still
I have since birth, since teens, really. I was more adept at perception when I was a child. Anyway, yeah, totally in the dark. I'm trying to think if there's any logical reason why that would disrupt my spell casting. I think not. For what he remembers of where he was in the ring at the time, his ring awareness, he thinks he's at least a little past an arm's length away from the rope, so I kind of want to like grope backwards until I feel the rope, and then I want to like hug onto it with my arm securely, so I have my feet under me, and then I just want to step out onto the apron. I don't want to do anything crazy, but then I just want to continue my spell casting. I want to be closer to Bronson, but I'm not going to try the stairs at this point.
Does your spell have a somatic component to it?
It's got the wiggly fingers. So
Okay.
if that's going to be a problem, then not step out through the rope just yet. Just
so you
up to the
you
rope.
can feel around with like your elbow as you're doing the hand gestures. So it's a little awkward. You're still focusing on casting the spell, but you are able to approach the ropes, sense the ropes with your body. You can step through the ropes onto the apron, and then you want to post up there. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean back on the ropes with my elbows hooked on it, but like still just enough that I can just get the wiggly fingers, and I suppose I've also in each hand I'm clutching the material component in one that nobody can see, and a tinder twig in the other. And as soon as the spell goes off, they're going to be consumed as
Okay.
material components do.
Yes.
So that's
Understood.
all I can do for now.
Okay. That'll bring us to the monsters. And at this point, they are going to act in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me make sure I get this right.
The eyeball monsters and undead, of course, they don't need light.
Okay, so Bronson, you're going to be attacked. Does Bronson have low light vision?
Yep.
He does, okay. Okay, so you see the attacker, but it is way late, like for you to avoid them or prepare. So they come in. Yeah, and you are unprepared. So that is where is he? Oh, that's a 6.
Nope.
Oh, that's terrible.
And you've still got that 2 AC.
Yep.
Okay, making sure.
Macaroni.
Okay, and then the other one attacks, and that's an 11.
Nope.
Okay, so that one, they both try to bite at you. So it's almost like they don't even understand how to use their arms. You know, they're almost like these mindless husks that are just attracted to either your body heat or your sound, and they are drawn directly to you. They go to bite at you. You're able to dodge each attack. Of course, there are other noises happening that you can't make out the sound of, and then at that point, the lights in the arena are going to come on. I need a minute first. Let's see. Do the thing.
It's called a refractory
Do
period.
the thing. Well, after when the lights come on after they've been off like that, and we're all like regular sighted creatures, it's probably like really, it's a lot probably. I don't know, maybe not.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're on the wrong layer. Okay, man, I'm going to get there, guys. Don't worry. We're going to get there together.
Take all the time you need. Do it right? 'Cause
There
if you make a
we
mistake,
go.
You got to back up.
So now, not only are the lights on, like they are all on, revealing the entire scene here. Okay, so what wait, something's still not revealed, is it?
Yeah, you still got some darkness.
A hunk of blackness over the rain.
Yeah,
How
there
about
you go.
that?
There it is.
Is that good? So what you're seeing is that some of the bodies that were heading to the exits have now turned around, taken these grotesque forms, and are approaching the ring from all directions at this point. Up on the stage, you see the darkness, the man who was making that speech earlier, trying to entice Bronson to join. And surrounded by him are a couple more of those figures who are standing sentry. They're not actually charging forward. So for whatever reason, they have a different motive than the ones in the crowd. And of course, the final gibbering mouther is approaching ever so slowly. A little bit larger now that it's absorbed another body into its mass. So Bronson, now that you're within the close proximity of these aberrations or fiends or whatever they are, they are starting to pull at your sanity as well. So you're going to roll saving throws with disadvantage while in close proximity to them.
Okay.
And that'll bring us.
Try and murder them then.
Yep. That'll bring us to Rosa.
Are these guys considered undead?
Roll religion or arcana, one or the other.
Arcana is probably a good one. Yeah, let's do an Arcana check. I cannot do math today. 1, 4, and I get another one. Oh, sorry, I can't add today. 19?
19. So no, shockingly enough, they don't appear to have the traits of the undead. And
Okay,
from what
so-
you can gather is that these are not risen bodies, these are transformed bodies.
There's some sort of terrible ritual that involves human sacrifice. Yikes.
Okay, so yeah, turn undead won't do me any good. I was gonna set the ring on fire, but Gator's still on there, and I don't know about this is indoors, right?
Well, he also said that they're starting to approach from like all directions. Is that just from those like in the hallway area there, or are they coming down from like the rafters and stuff?
Well, let's have a perception check from Rosa.
Oh, always with the perception checks.
Or investigation. I would take either one.
Perception's better. 12.
12. Yeah, so as a matter of fact, you do notice that they are coming from the other side of the ring as well.
Hi.
And you can see at least one approaching the ring from the far side.
Sorry, looking at my options here, because I wasn't sure if they were undead. I'm just not sure who to support on this. I'm still concentrating on the spell that kind of boosts Bronson. I could at least get out of the ring. Do that. Broadcast that. No. This could work. That is a concentration spell, so if I wanted to try to protect myself a little bit more, I'd have to give up your +2 AC.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, man.
Or I've got Dispel Magic as well. We don't see who's doing the chanting, correct? Or is that already done?
Well, you are assuming that it is the darkness.
Okay, the darkness is chanting, so got it. Well, I'll definitely get out of
Spirit
there.
guardians around him.
I thought about that.
What's the range on it?
It is 15-foot radius for myself.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, have it in the area. Makes a wisdom saving throw. Oh, actually, that might be a good time to pull it. Good for 10 minutes. Just making sure I understand what I've got here. All right. So I'll at least, like I said, get out of the ring. So we'll move about there. And me. Step out of there, and I will go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians. So yeah, you lose your +2 AC there, Bronson. Concentration up to 10 minutes. There's these spirits that flit around me to a distance of 15 feet for the duration, and it's 15-foot radius for me. I'll Oh, I designate any number of creatures you can see. Oh, there's the problem. You can see to be unaffected by it. I assume I can see everybody though, right?
The lights are on now.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Bronson, Solomon, Gator, they'll be unaffected by this. If they enter the area, the speed is halved. When the creature enters the area for the first time, they have to make a wisdom saving throw. They'll take 3d8 radiant damage if they fail, or they take half damage.
Okay.
It's
All
the
right.
radiant damage blender. Love Spirit Guardians.
And I think that's it. I moved and I did the cast.
Okay, that'll bring us back to the top of the order. But before that happens, both Rosa and Gator, you're also feeling this madness creeping in as the chanting in combination with the bodies and these grotesque forms everywhere. It's all starting to drive you a little insane. It's not affecting you just yet, but you can feel it weakening your spirit. That'll bring us to the top of the order with Bronson.
Murder. First one on the left.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 17 points of damage.
He's down.
Hooray! The next one.
Yep, go ahead.
21 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that is 16 points of damage.
And he is nearly dead, but still
Friendly.
standing.
We'll do one more then.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
15 points of damage.
Yes.
So I'm just like walking down this avenue now. Just clonk, clonk. Just swatting these things out of my way.
Oh, yeah. It appears that way.
And where do I want to move? Where'd Rosa go? I don't see Rosa.
Yeah, somehow my token disappeared.
Whoa, where'd you go?
I was like, I don't know how to bring it back.
I must have deleted.
KRYL.
No, that was me. I was trying to draw the
Oh, the Spirit Guardians.
circle. Yep, I was trying to draw the circle, and when I tried to delete the bad circle, I deleted me, and now I don't think you. Yeah, I was pretty sure I was like, was I more to the left? I think I was over there.
Oh, let's see.
Thank you.
You have control? You should have control.
Okay, I do now. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Oh
good.
god, where am I? I think I was there. Take away the tools.
All right, I'm just gonna move up to this guy.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Solomon.
I would rather engage these guys than have them go after my friends. So
All right. With all the lights up, can I see the darkness and his buddies on the other side of the mist here?
You can see them with limited vision. So you can
Okay.
make out the form of the darkness in his mask. He is chanting as you see magical energy swirling around him through this magical ball of energy being crafted by his hands and then swirling around his shoulders and into this black and purple fog all around.
Alrighty. Standing here, I can just make out their silhouettes through the fog. I wave my hands. I've had enough of this ritual or whatever. I spend my 4th level spell slot. I cast Confusion in a 10-foot burst centered on the darkness. So it should hit the 2 closest other guys on each side behind him.
Okay. And how does the spell work?
They need to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Okay. Okay.
An affected target can't take reactions and has to roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn.
Okay. So it is confused. Okay, so this guy right here is confused. Come on. That guy. The other two seem unaffected by it.
Alrighty. And then as a bonus action, because that drops my invisibility casting the spell, and then I just like summon an aura around myself as I manifest magical authority, and I point at the darkness, and I say, "Stop it!" And I cast command on him.
Okay.
Cease. Whatever magical effect he's commanding.
Silence.
So DC 14.
Hush could work.
Quiet.
Would this count as being charmed?
Command is enchantment, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Same team, Gator.
It does not say it is a charm effect.
Okay.
Nope, it's not charmed.
And what is this? What is the DC? 14?
14.
Okay, so with the first roll, it's a 14, but he would roll with advantage because he has something that gives him advantage on that.
Okay.
So he does resist that.
I hope it's an item so I can take it.
And you know what? Unless it kills me, I'm gonna move into the fog. Try to get some cover.
Okay. Well, let's have a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
It's gonna be the fog that turns you inside out, like from The Simpsons.
That's gonna be 10.
A 10. Okay, so you stumble over some of the fallen chairs and maybe bodies on the floor or something like that. You get knocked prone for a second, but the going into the mist itself, it doesn't seem to affect you in any way. There's no it doesn't sting. It's not you're able to breathe the air just fine, and it doesn't seem to be affecting your mind. You just stumbled over something on the ground. So
All right. And that's the end of my turn.
okay, Solomon. Gator.
Oh boy. Okay, so kind of thinking I'm gonna have to at least take a couple of steps forward just for the sake of range. Is it reasonable that I could be gesturing and all these things and like slowly step down these stairs, not have to risk falling in any sort of embarrassing way? Because I would love to get the spell off right now.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Okay, so I take one step at a time and just well, I mean, I guess rather than wasting a full step over, I'll just and I'm certain this thing is I watched Bronson drop them, right? Or was that when the darkness was? Do I feel like I can walk over this thing? Am I like sensing it's alive?
I mean, I've cleared them.
Bronson
it's in
was
bits? Okay.
Bronson was sure that it was dead.
Okay, if Bronson was sure, I trust his judgment on things being dead after he has dealt with them.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the second one twice, so he must have been pretty sure about the first one.
So I guess I'm gonna come to right here. It does put me in the line of sight of some things, but it's for the greater good. Okay, and then I continue casting my spell. Round 9. And then after the next round, I pop my spell.
Okay. That'll bring us to the monsters, which are all going to close the gap here. They're going to run in close. So let's see here. That one is going to chase after Rosa. This guy is going to be moving at half speed. This guy is almost within range of Gator.
Whoa!
The slime is going to move forward.
We have what Bronson calls a target-rich environment now.
Okay, so starting at the top of the ramp, the darkness is still finishing up his incantation. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Finishing up his incantation to accomplish whatever it is he was set out to do. The minion next to him is confused, right? So he has to pass a DC 10 saving throw.
No, he needs to roll a d10.
Roll a d10.
Yeah.
What does a 1 get me?
1, the creature uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign the directions to each die face. This creature doesn't take any actions this turn.
Okay, so d8. So an 8 would be which direction? Straight north? I don't know how they came up with roll a d8 to determine direction.
So it's the 8 directions around him.
So yeah, like 1, 2.
So which one is 1?
1. Like we'll go.
One would be straight
do it
up?
like a clock. Yeah, 1 will be straight up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
7.
so he gone. He ran away.
Perfect.
Going out.
At the end of his turn, he can make a Wisdom save DC 14 to stop the effect.
Fair enough. The minions pile in around the darkness.
Gorilla.
Okay, and all right. Anybody within 20 feet of the gibbering mouther is going to attempt to resist the gibbering noises coming out of its mouth again. So give me a Wisdom saving throw. That would be Gator and Bronson.
3.
3. So 3's not going to be enough.
10?
A 10 is enough. So Bronson, roll a d8.
10 is such a BS roll on a saving throw.
7.
Okay, on a 7, the creature makes a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach, or does nothing if it can't reach. So,
one person that's within my melee range.
Dude, I was going to move one more square up. You know this.
Thanks for the free attack, Gibbering Mother.
Yeah, that's a free attack.
So your melee range would be anything within 5 feet?
Yep.
Okay, so let's have it.
Whoppers.
20 to hit on that the guy next to me.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And let's hope for high damage here. 15 points of damage.
15. So you what are you hitting it with? You have a great sword?
Great sword.
Great sword. Yeah. So you're able, almost on autopilot here. You're just swinging wildly and connect with your great sword towards this minion that's in one of the aisles here. You also cannot take reactions until the start of the Gibbering Mouther's next turn.
Okay.
But happy accident. That worked out just fine. And the Gibbering Mouther will also spit in your general direction.
I don't like that.
So let's have a... Okay, let's have a dexterity saving throw.
17.
17. That'll do it. So the spit lands beyond you.
So I have disadvantage on all saving throws right now, right? You said
You have
like
yes.
the insanity or whatever it was?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So I normally have advantage on dexterity ones, so I just rolled that as 1.
Yeah. And same goes for you, Gator. You should be rolling your saving throws with disadvantage now that the fiend has gotten within range of you. We're going to keep
fiend. Okay.
Yeah. So you can sense that as they are near you, it starts driving you mad. We're going to keep the 10 that you had to avoid the gibbering. So you're still good there. And then as that glob of phlegm hits one of the chairs, it ignites into a flash of light. And then let's have a dexterity saving throw from... No. Everybody's out of range, so you're good there.
Oof.
All right, so let's go to Rosa.
All right. Doot.
So your spirit guardians follow. They're centered on you, right?
Yeah, they're targeted on myself. And I want to make sure I understand this right too. Even though I am concentrating on the spirit guardians, as long as I don't cast another spell that requires concentration.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can cast any other spell as long as it doesn't.
Yep.
Okay, making sure I read that right. I think I'm gonna give the Gibbering Mouther there. I'm gonna hit him with a guiding bolt. Let's see, it's gonna be a ranged spell attack. Yeah. So, ranged spell attack. Yikes, 12.
That'll probably do it.
A 12, that will hit.
Oh, okay. Yay!
They're not particularly armored or dexterous.
Yeah, it doesn't dodge very well.
Okay.
If you can hit the broadside of a barn, you can hit Gibbering Mouther. But so Gator's the only one in any danger of not hitting.
That'll be 15 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
You don't like that.
All right, so that'll hit. So with a dart of white guiding light hits the Gibbering Mouther and ripples over its torso as different limbs and heads and mouths gnash and thrash. It does not like that. Nope.
Fantastic. And then any attack rolls made against the target basically until the end of my turn. Next turn, you get advantage.
Okay.
Sweet.
I think it's just the first attack.
Yeah, it looks like you're right. And the next attack roll. My bad. Sometimes I miss those things.
Okay, that'll bring us up to Bronson.
Is the one next to me dead?
No.
Okay. Let's start with him then.
Okay.
And that is a 23 to hit. And
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm guessing that literally, I think my minimum damage is, let's see, my minimum damage is 13, so, let's see here.
You get a plus 12 to your damage.
So, I have Great Sword Mastery, so that means I get to re-roll a 2 or a 1 on a damage roll.
Okay.
So that means literally the minimum damage would be 6 plus 5 for my strength plus 2 for my rage, so 13.
How did you come up with the 6?
So you re-roll a 1 or a 2.
Is it 2d6?
Yeah, 2d6 plus 5.
Okay.
Plus 2 for rage.
So you get at least a 6 on it. Okay.
Yep.
I got you.
Yep.
Right on. That's one down.
All right. So he takes 18 points of damage.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh, did I? Yeah,
down.
excuse me. I already rolled damage for that, didn't I? Okay. Let's see. Gator probably needs a hand here.
Haha.
Let's keep this guy from dealing with Gator. So I'm gonna move down and then over and try to attack him.
Yep.
That is a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 18 points of damage. 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2.
Yep. You drop him as well.
Good. And now I'll use the rest of my movement. And frenzy. That is a crit.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that'll hit.
Here we go. So okay, wait. How do we do crits?
Okay, so your greatsword does what, a maximum of 12 damage?
So yeah, 12 plus 5, 17, 19 points of damage.
No. The weapon itself does.
Correct.
It's 2d6,
yeah, 2d6, right?
All right, so start with 12 as your base,
Okay.
and now add your normal damage to it.
Oh, okay.
So now you're gonna roll 2d6 plus your rage plus
yeah. 12 plus 15 is 27.
and that includes the 12.
Yes.
Yep. So okay, 27. Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Solomon.
Just cutting a swath.
Alrighty. So these guys, the minions here, they are not humanoid, right?
Yeah, they are humanoid. I mean, they have 2 arms, 2 legs. You know what?
But,
I made a pretty picture of these boys. Let's take a look at them.
Basically, are they demonic? Because they're not undead,
Yeah.
and they're not a mortal race.
Humanoid subtype.
I would classify them as humanoid.
Well, there's humanoid and
like creature
biology, but then there's like physiology. Is it a human humanoid or is it
No,
a
it's
unknown
a
humanoid?
humanoid
It's an
aberration.
Okay.
There you go. Humanoid usually concerns with, do you have a head and limbs and a heart and
Yes.
like the other vitals that are figured into a lot of stats.
Yes.
For this, it's the difference between dominate person and dominate monster.
Ah,
In this case, I would say it's dominate monster.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would require hold monster, not hold
Right.
person. Which is target humanoid. Choose a humanoid you can see within range.
If it says humanoid, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast a 3rd level hold person to target the darkness and the ghouly dude standing right next to him to his left, his right, I guess. My left.
Okay.
DC 14 will saves or they are paralyzed.
Paralyzed. Okay, and does this doesn't count as charm. Okay.
Nope.
So he has advantage against being charmed or frightened. This is neither.
This is neither.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right, so let's start with the minion first. You said DC 14?
Yep.
So he passes, and this is... Okay, so the darkness fails his roll.
Whoa.
So he's going to be paralyzed. And that paralyzed means that he cannot move, cannot take an action during his next turn.
And if he was casting a spell, it ends.
He's paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of his turns, he can make another wisdom save to try to end the effect.
Okay.
And technically, I am dropping concentration on the confusion. So the dude who ran away is no longer confused.
All right. So that at that point, the incantation stops. And the magic around him stops swirling. You can see a visible change in the minions that are around him in their mannerisms. They don't appear to be standing straight. Now they seem to be a little bit more invigorated.
Uh-oh.
In that case, bonus action, the guy who just saved against the paralysis. Retreat! Command!
Okay. So that's going to be a DC
14.
Okay, yep. So he will retreat.
Um 10, 15, 20, 25. I run over here. Oh, I got him. Oh my god, I got him.
Okay. And that's your turn?
That's my turn.
That'll bring us to Gator. So Gator, you are now fully finished your
You're spent.
your prepared spell.
All right, with that, I sparked the Tender Twig, and I put this nicely rolled and crafted cigar-looking thing to my lips, and I puff, puff, puff. And every time I exhale a big gout of smoke, it takes the form of this creature about 3 feet tall with wings, shaped out of the smoke. It's got pointed nose and claws and teeth. And I do this another 7 times until there's a total of 8 surrounding me. And
Okay.
I've just conjured 8 smoke mephits.
Love me some methods.
Oh yes. And I've not messed with conjuration magic a lot. Do they act on my turn or do they roll initiative?
Nope, they act on your turn.
Then I say, Ravager's formation, and they fly up into the air. What's the ceiling on this place?
It's
Like,
pretty
what's the
high.
height?
It's about
It's an
40 feet
arena.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, they can only go 30 feet, so I'll have them go 20 feet up.
Okay.
And so, an innate spellcasting ability that they all have, one time a day they can cast Dancing Lights. And each casting of Dancing Lights creates 4 lights, each shedding light within from a 10-foot radius. And those can go out to 120 feet. So I'm pretty sure I got this covered. And I say, show them what the Aurora Borealis can do, boys. And they fly forward 30 feet. Well, so they've already moved 20, so they go another 10 feet forward from over my head. And they cast the lights out. And hang on, I had a prepared image that I'll drop in the Discord for y'all. Some of y'all should recognize it. I only just saw this movie the other day, so this is like, I came up with this and I was like almost crying that it was so good. It's like Yondu's funeral right now with all these dancing lights. So 8 smoke mephits, creating 4 dancing lights each. I've got 24 dancing lights, just basically strobing on and off all these different colors.
Okay.
Just to sort of like really stick it to the darkness. And I want that to basically move across his area. And if it looks at all like the light that Gator has created has cast away any of that smoke and fog and darkness that darkness had created, then he's going to take all the credit.
Okay.
10 rounds for this.
Is that all flavor?
That's a lot of flavor, but these things can attack too. Don't you worry. I just wanted to do all that fancy schmancy stuff with their turn first.
Okay.
Really, because like I said, I thought of the lights and I was like, well, let's really just stick it to this guy.
Now there are lights up everywhere under Gator's control, so if the lights go out again, it's still gonna be eliminated.
That's kind of what I was hoping for too, because all these like light drops, like the Undertaker needs to cut it out. So I mean that was their action for now, but they're gonna start moving double speed next turn towards the darkness, and they're gonna swarm him.
And what is the spell that you cast?
Conjure minor elementals. They are a quarter DC each, so I get 8 of them.
All right, right on.
Yeah. Welcome to Summoners Breaking the Action Economy.
Well, listen, all my other spells are like illusion based, so I had to do something.
Let's see. I'm trying to create these damn things for you.
You couldn't do like ice methods or something like that?
Let's see.
You can do ice at this, like for this power, you can do ice, steam, magma, smoke, dust, mud.
Look at that.
And a couple of other non-Mephit elementals, but it seemed the most appropriate.
Dust methods are what's up.
Mm-hmm.
See, if we had more like the cultists holding knives, it could have been like the magma Mephits casting heat metal to make them drop the knives, or at least have disadvantage on their attacks if they save.
You could literally have them poop on our enemies, and Mephic Guano explodes with stinking cloud.
Well, that's not what it says here.
That's a different kind of method.
They do have it's cinder breath is what they do have. They can blind people, and they also have they just have a basic claw attack, and I figure 8 claw attacks doing maybe 4 damage each every round. Pretty good.
Yeah, dust methods are nasty.
And how long do these things survive?
It says their default like middle of the road hit points is 22.
Oh, last for 1 minute. No, that's not it.
No, I had the conjuring last for up to an hour of concentration.
Up to an hour. Okay.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't last that long.
Okay. So, is that your turn?
You know what's funny is for them to do commands, I don't have to issue any. Well, I mean, I have to issue verbal commands, but it doesn't take an action for me to do anything. So, could I cast a spell?
Well, that was the spell you cast, wasn't it?
That's a good point. Okay, and my turn.
Okay, that'll move us to the monsters now. So, the paralyzed darkness, at the end of his turn, he will roll the wisdom save there. During this turn, these guys will... I don't know if this one can reach. Yeah, that one could reach.
When in doubt, just say no.
So Solomon, they're both going to take a bite attack at you. A 14? No, that's not right. A 12.
I don't think a 12 will make it. No, 12 misses.
12 misses. Okay. And then the other one, that's a 6.
Nice.
So even less. So they are pretty clumsy, right, in their attempt to come after you. Okay, down closer to the action here, we have a couple more of these guys are piling in. There we go. The Gibbering Mouther is going to first, anybody within 20 feet of the Gibbering Mouther rolls a wisdom saving throw. So that'll be Gator, Bronson, and all of the Mephits.
All right, they get a +0, so flat rolls. Hey, where'd my good die go? I don't use this one. Yes.
I got a 15.
15 is good.
Start with Gator. I got a 20. Not natural.
That's good.
17. 17. 4. 5. Come on now. 18. 3. So I'm assuming 3 pass, 3 fail. 9 and 11. So
for
you 4 above 10, 4 below 10.
all right. So for the 4 that fail, you're gonna roll a d8 for each one.
It's a lot of d8s.
Action economy.
I'm gonna roll them individually, so it's so like you can track them for me.
Yep.
Okay, 7, 5. I don't like these high numbers. 7, 7.
All right. So the
Why couldn't that be a
sevens.
damage roll?
The sevens are all going to attack a randomly determined creature within its reach, and the 5 is
boy.
going to fly in a random direction and take no action.
Okay. Well, the bad news is quite a few of them are within my reach, and only one of them can. Well, 2 of them can reach other targets. Only one of them is good.
So we'll save that until your turn. So it's 3 attacks and then 1 movement. Okay. The Gibbering Mouther will now take the attack against Bronson, and that is a 13.
Nope.
13 doesn't hit. Okay. Then the minion will make an attack. That's a 4.
Nope.
That's going to miss. And then the other minion is going to attack the EFED. And that's in 6.
They're 20 feet up in the air.
That's a good point.
So they're able to move the turn that they are summoned?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And when they take their action, help me out with how that works. They take an action and...
Yeah, everybody. So for simplicity's sake, they go on the caster's initiative.
Okay. But Gator has control over them? Correct. Or they have
I have verbal control without having to spend an action.
Okay. Understood.
And they listen and follow directions as best they can.
Also,
Gotcha.
Question, what was the range on the Gibbering? It was 20 feet?
Anybody
Yeah,
within 20 feet.
Don't worry about it.
Were they up in the air? Were they too high up in the air?
Don't worry about it. Nope, it's fine.
Well, I mean, come on, I'm going to ask at least.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll say that all of them were too high except for 2 of them. We'll say 1 of them failed.
Okay.
Sound fair?
I'll live with that. That's fair to me.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to roll the darkness. We're going to roll his saving throw here to break out of the paralysis. And it's a DC 14, is that right?
DC 14. Come on.
I'll roll it on the screen here. He's going to roll with advantage. So that's a fail. Come on, dice. I can't even see it.
Yeah, it's a 15.
That's a 15. So he's going to break out of the paralysis at the end of his turn. And then that'll bring us to Rosa.
All right, so just a few questions for me. 15 foot, a distance of 15 feet. It's a 15-foot radius. So is it actually 3 squares out in any direction, or is it half that because we're talking about both directions? Does that make sense?
Well, whatever the ruler will give you, so...
It's radius, not diameter, so it'd be 15 feet away from me.
Herpader, you are correct.
Now, you didn't give protection to the Mephits.
No, I did not. And that was the next. Yeah, that was the next question.
They are 20 feet in the air.
Correct. So, should they come back
And
down?
she's only 3 feet off the ground. So you got a 2-foot gap.
I love it.
Yeah, because all of this directly in front of me, that's all chairs and stuff like that, right? So that'd be...
It'd be half speed.
Ugh. I don't want to put your Mephits in danger, though. You took way too long to cast that.
Yeah, way too long. Tell me about it. That was my shining glory.
I just want to make sure.
I would just walk up right by Gator. Honestly, you could double move to get close to me, and then there would be a whole lot of damage getting taken.
If she's in my square and she has spirit guardians on the ground and I have Mephit guardians in the air, I feel like we're basically an impenetrable. And we have a Bronson. Like, what can possibly kill us? I think we broke Saucey.
I don't. That's a rhetorical question, isn't it?
I felt like it was. Or not directed at you. Okay, but what if you bring your Mephits back to the ground?
He won't.
No, they can stay up. They're aloft.
All right.
Except for that one. That one's kind of rogue. He might fly away randomly. He might nosedive into the spirit guardians. I don't know.
That would be so funny.
Just right into the blender. It's like a mosquito flying into a bug zapper. Just
Exactly. No, but what I was picturing was like 8 Mephits surrounding the darkness on 7 sides and 1 on top, and leaving the front tile open for Bronson.
Terrible spot to be.
So just 8 sets of claws,
it's
and
not
then
gonna be a bad
the
spot
lion
for
log.
log. Trust me.
I'm small and I have not that many hit points.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna mincemeat a bunch of these guys, and then by next turn I'll handle the rest of them. So
Yeah, get in there.
So what you're telling me is I should just put myself right there?
Yep. You absolutely should.
At the start of their turn, they're going to get chewed up by your spirit guardians.
Yeah, so the next question is, if I'm going this way, is that half speed then through there?
Well, I mean, in worst case scenario, you take double move and then you still have a bonus action.
Correct. All right. So
Well, you need to crawl up into the Bronson's baby Bjorn.
Yeah.
the Battle
Climb up
Bjorn.
my back. Yeah.
I love this idea of the Battle Bjorn.
Make it happen as soon as we get back to town.
Designate. I'm just making sure. Okay, so they have to enter my space. It says when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts a turn in there. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, it starts the turn.
Yeah, when they go, they're going to get choppy.
All right, so if that was half movement to move that diagonal, then I have a movement of 25, so that's all I can do, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. If I go down.
Prepare the blender.
By the way, this is exactly what Gary Gygax wanted. All this like measurement, like not only forward, backward, left, right, but up and down too. Like this is everything.
Saucey hates it.
Well, as a DM, you can't plan for everything, and who would have known that? You know, we, like I said, would have had a wall of spirit guardian Mephits.
I'm good. I'm waiting for Rosa to say that's her turn.
Yeah, we got a Pokemon battle going on.
And that's my turn.
Bronson.
Yay!
You're up.
Going after the Gibbering Mother.
All right. Let's have a strength saving throw.
Save. All right. 16.
Okay, you're good.
Yep, and that is a 25 to hit,
That's a hit.
and that is 14 points of damage.
14. All right.
Is it dead?
It's not dead.
All right, coming up. Another 26 to hit,
Yeah, that's a hit.
and 13 points of damage.
All right, this time with a satisfying chop down on what you would assume is the middle of it. Your blade hits something that is a different texture than the other times you swung at it.
It's a wooden chair.
And your sword doesn't bite into it, but it's enough to make you retract the weapon quickly. And then at this point, the gibbering mouther starts to bloat and starts to expand. And this is something that everybody can see. And then at a certain point, as all the overlaying voices have went from laughter to screaming, it completely explodes in all directions in 10 feet. So I'm going to have everybody take a dexterity saving throw that's within 10 feet to see if the ick gets on you.
I got 15.
Bronson and Rosa.
Bronson, Rosa, and the two...
and the minions.
12.
The mephits are 20 feet up.
12. All right, so Bronson...
No, never mind.
Some of it's going to get on you, and then let's see... You're going to take 5 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Some of it also sprays all over the two minions next to it, and they're both damaged by it as well.
Sweet. All right. And then my third attack. Going after the one at northeast of Bronson's token. Or, excuse me, northwest.
Okay.
That is a 20, dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
And that is 13 points of damage.
And that's enough to kill that one as well.
Sweet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move. Go up through that way, diagonally, and then up to there.
Okay.
Charging up the aisle. And that's my turn.
All right. Solomon.
Perfect. Alrighty. I hear Bronson's footsteps charging out from behind me. I look up at the two horrific, twisted people in front of me, and I just go, boys, I'm gonna need a little space. I'm gonna cast a 3rd level Thunder Wave straight at them. So DC 14 Constitution save.
DC 14. Okay. That's a 1. And a 4.
Sweet.
Bang.
They take all of 4d8 and are pushed away from me directly 10 feet. I think it's 10 feet. Or is it bigger because it's higher level? Good. No, it's just 10 feet away from me. And they are going to take... Ooh. Well, it ended up being kind of average. I rolled 2 8s, a 2, and a 1. So 19 points of damage to both of them.
Did that.
Perfect. As they explode from the sonic thrust. And then I look back over my shoulder at Bronson and be like, I'm going to try to keep keeping him busy. You get right up in his face. And I am going to use as a bonus action the Mantle of Inspiration Everybody else is too far away still, I believe. Am I 60 feet from Rosa? By some
Count it
lucky
out for you
chance?
real quick. 55 feet.
Okay, so Bronson and Rosa, you both get 8 temporary hit points, and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking attacks of
yes.
opportunity.
Wow.
That's gonna put me right there.
Hell yeah.
Rosa,
And,
you can move too if you want.
yeah, if you
But
want.
if
can move
you
up
stay
to
there,
50
then
feet.
you'll basically. I will say
He's still in the
you're
radius.
leaving
That last guy
Gator
is still-
to deal with the.
Worry not.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That one dude is still in the radius, though.
Yep.
And I'm gonna move up behind you, Bronson.
Sweet.
Let's go. That's my turn.
I wish this guy was still paralyzed because I would have just walked up
I
and slit his
know.
throat.
I know. I'm still packing.
That's your turn. That
Movement
brings us
squad.
to Gator.
Dive.
All right, I say
First-
Ravagers as fast as you can.
Well,
implying
first-
that they should.
One of them's
Yep.
going to attack another one of them.
Oh no! Stop that!
Is
Stop.
that
You two?
is that still? Was that
Quit it!
that wasn't gibbering mouther stuff,
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah. Yes.
So since
He
it's
determined that only one of them fell victim. Two of them had to roll, but since it was split, only one of them
Right.
failed.
No, I got that. I just didn't know if that effect dies when the gibbering mouther dies.
I haven't been playing it right the whole time. It should happen during your turn and not during its turn. But
Gotcha.
it's
Arg.
I've played a lot of this sloppy tonight, so we're just going to make it
Impossible
work.
retcon. We're good. We love it. We're enjoying it.
Yep.
So
what's
+4 attack. And am I rolling or you?
Yeah, no, you go ahead. You roll.
All right, come on. Wait. Let me get one of my low roll dice. Where's that shitty dice I threw? Crappy dice. Sorry, edit that. And there's a 17. So 21 hits, a 12 armor class, 4 points of slashing damage. So
It's
that
1d4
one's
plus
pissed.
2.
Yep.
Yeah, so go ahead and
Just
roll
kill
for
it.
damage.
Just kill it.
Well, it's got 22 hit points, so
It's beefy, so let's not
Oh,
just
Jesus.
kill it. Yeah. So I don't have a D4 handy. It's in the dice pot. And of course, it's a total of 5.
okay. All right, so what else
And
do
I
we
say-
do here?
I say, cut it out, you two! Knock it off! Now everybody as fast as you can, implying that they should double speed move, which will get them a total of 60 feet. They're still currently 20 feet in the air. But I say, move as fast as you can and swarm the darkness. When you get there, just surround him and blind him with your cinder breath. And then for my action, I'm going to, I still have to concentrate, but I can still cast certain spells. And there's a certain creature in front of me that I don't like the way he looks. So I'm going to firebolt
Okay.
at that. I'm not sure. Whatever this affected creature is, 2 squares ahead of me.
Now we're gonna have a burning building on our hands.
Hey, listen, I make popcorn exclusively. If they ran out of popcorn and I have to make some, that's not on me. That's the universe talking. Okay. Enough nonsense. +6. Does a 15 hit, please?
Yes.
2d10 fire damage incoming.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, total of 13. I like that. Got 110 at least.
13, that's enough to drop it.
Sweet.
Okay.
And that's basically it for me.
Okay. So that's going to bring us to the darkness hat now. He's going to take his turn, and I want to make sure that I play this right. He's going to start using something called a Gaze of Corruption. And he's also going to be surrounded by his buddies. Come on now. So more of these friends start to pile in from the sides. Okay. So Solomon, towards you, roll a DC 15 Constitution save.
Nine.
9. Okay.
No.
So, as the darkness begins to chant in this otherworldly language again, you can't make out any of the words except for the word Atropos. And then this swirling purple and green magic releases from its hand and strikes you in the chest.
Ow.
We're going to take 3d10 necrotic damage.
It shoots right between Bronson's legs.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 17 necrotic damage. And you're going to be poisoned for 1 minute.
Damn.
Oh. And also, because of these fiends being around you, your saving throws should be with disadvantage.
I bet I can do worse than 9. 7.
Okay.
Sometimes if you roll a 1 on certain saving throws, the effects are worse.
Okay, now it's going to finally move forward and attack at Bronson.
Oh man, Bronson.
No, I take that back. It moves forward, but then all it does is lay its hand on you, and it's gonna cast Inflict Wounds at level 3. So let me make sure I'm playing this right.
I'm so glad Magic Jar isn't a thing.
Okay, immediately spell attack. Okay, so let's roll it on the screen. So that's a 9 plus 3 does a 12 hit.
No.
No? Okay. Then you are all good.
Remember, 3rd edition had a touch armor class, and it also had flat-footed armor class, and all this other, like, your shield was factored on one side or something. Wow. I mean, it was the ultimate way to play, but man, it got bogged down.
Okay. And then it's going... Nah, that's going to be it. That's going to be the end of its turn. But at that point, it drops to its knees in front of Bronson.
Uh-oh.
Yo, easy there, bud.
Perfect.
Then tilts its head back and outstretches both of his arms to his sides and looks at the ceiling and says the final words of its incantation. That'll bring us over to Rosa.
I will do one minor thing. The guy that's 15 feet away from me, did it count as starting his turn last round? Or, I'm sorry, just this past action he did? Is that for everybody?
Yeah. Everybody within 20 feet of one of those guys should be rolling saving throws with disadvantage, but I've been forgetting to do it.
I think she was asking about her spirit garden shredding
Oh.
somebody.
Yeah, there's
if
one
you
guy I can
ran
shred.
past it, then yeah, it needs to take that damage.
Um,
So
it started its turn there, so I guess that's what I'm kind of calling.
So I forgot to do their turns. So let's do the spirit guarding damage.
See if he even gets a turn.
I'm like, he's got a wisdom saving throw. Of, it's 14 again.
14?
Yeah.
So that's a 6. So that's no good. So 3d8 radiant damage.
Yes.
Okay. You
And
go ahead and roll
do
that.
I roll that? Right. 8. 7, 9.
9. Okay. So it takes 9 damage.
All right.
Um,
Get this lady.
And I still need to. I forgot to do these attacks against Bronson and against Solomon. So the two fiends up top. So let me roll for Bronson first. That's a 5. And then against Solomon, a 1. So Rosa, you can carry on.
Okay. Oh.
I like these enemies.
10, 10.
Yeah, they're terrible, but if they do hit you, they do a thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, if I put myself, hopefully I'm transmitting my thing
Yeah,
now.
that's a good spot.
That's a
Yeah.
good
Yep.
That'll take, I guess, both my movements. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
there's another double move. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, gotta do what we gotta do.
Yep.
As long as
you're gonna put him in blending range.
whoops. Grab you. Grab me. Go there. All right. So that's all I can do. But that puts almost everybody in 15 feet of me. That guy. Yeah. He's the only one.
Yeah,
I think
everybody
that's
except for
gonna be
that far
spared.
left one. Yep.
Don't worry about the left flank. I
As
get it.
long as Gator's all right down there, I did kind of leave Gator behind.
Bronson, you have one job.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about the little guys.
And I'm currently a fire hose, so not a problem.
All right. I believe that's my turn then.
All right, Bronson, you're up.
Murder the darkness.
Okay.
Does this count as him being prone or
Um,
anything?
Yeah, more or less.
24 to hit.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be an automatic hit. You're basically just rolling for crit at this point. So
Okay.
24 does hit.
16 points of damage.
Yeah, 16. Okay.
16 to hit, and oops, that's the wrong damage. That's the
He's
right
like Gozer right now, though. He's already finished the incantation, so even if you aim for the
Ooh,
flat top,
19 points of damage.
I've got a kind of bad feeling about him kind of dropping to his knees. I feel like that's part of the ritual.
Is he even like? Is he even trying to defend himself at this point?
No, but he's bloodied at this point and severely injured.
Can I just coup de grace him then? I mean, like, can I just sink my sword into his chest?
If you have another attack.
I do.
But I think that's what he wants, though. But anyway, that's Rose's 2 cents.
we're gonna have to cross the streams after this.
Oh, so close to a crit. 17 to hit,
Yeah, that'll hit.
and that is 16 points of damage.
So tell us what happens to him.
So yeah, I like hack at him, and then as he's just kind of like going sort of limp, I just bring down the greatsword right into his heart, and just impale him onto the stage.
Okay. So that's perfect. So the sword wedged into the floorboard, his body kind of propped up on it as his arms are limp. And at this point, you see this aura leave his body and start swirling around him as the smoke starts to lift from the rest of the room. and his body starts to transform.
Phase 2.
So he starts to transform into this otherworldly figure. Additional arms start sprouting out of its back as the features drain from his face, and limbs stretch and bones snap as he takes this other form, which you can't even describe. Even the fiends around you are kind of startled by what's happening, and it rises up onto these articulated legs with the sword still stuck in its body. You see it kind of, as the flesh is moving around, it forces the sword out the side of its body, and the flesh reattaches to itself as this eyeless creature is now looming up over top of everybody with these outstretched arms and fingers leaning down. Drips coming from its mouth as it looks down to prey upon you. And that's where we're going to leave the session for tonight.
Oh, no, we want to kill it.
How big is it?
It is.
Bronson.
It is. Let's say
Looking at
20
map
feet
right.
tall.
Holy crap!
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's about huge size.
Yeah. So, looking back at the stage, I mean, it's 15
Yeah,
feet
it's
across.
a huge size.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I can tell we're in trouble because I don't even know what that thing is.
Perfect.
It's like some sort of greater doppelganger just by the look at it.
It's gross, is what it is.
So
and
that's
party wipe.
If it bleeds, we can kill.
Now we got this. We got this.
So that's where we're going to pick it up next week with the next edition of King's Road Young Lions. The darkness is down, but now Darkness Part 2, The Revenge, is coming back. The Gibbering Mouthers were not much of a challenge, nor were the Fiends. You guys did a great job there with... everybody got to do some really cool stuff. You guys surprise me every time.
Is it the Fiends' turns next? Are they about to go in
No,
initiative?
that was your turn, bro.
That
Yeah,
was
I know.
your turn.
Right.
So
So
I know.
I'm next.
Solomon
Oh,
is
got
going to have.
Because I was going
the
to say, I was
initiative
like,
there.
can we see if Rosa's spirit guardians start just shredding people? But it's cool. We'll handle it next week for sure.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Solomon is poisoned, so we're gonna keep that in mind.
I don't need to make rolls to cast Thunder Wave.
This is true.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go back and count the damage that I did today.
You went through a lot of waves there. That was a lot of meat. But hope that was fun for everybody. We'll pick up again in 2 weeks. Say goodbye, young lions.
Goodbye, young lion.
Goodbye, young
Lions.
Alrighty. Hey, congratulations. If you're still listening, that means you made it to the end of the episode. Thanks for coming by and listening to this edition of King's Road Young Lions. If you like what you've heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see on the next episode. For more great content from This Is Awesome Promotions, check out the YouTube channel, check out the Twitch channel, check us out on Twitter at TIA Promotions. Thanks again for coming around, and we'll see you next time down on the King's Road.